Recall that in gravitational fields, distance and clock speeds change together so that local observers see no changes in time or distance when traveling through them. These facts were proved by experiments claimed to confirm Einstein's predictions and theory of relativity. But here we show that they are nothing more than a slightly difficult geometry problem. Watch carefully at the illustration of the universe as it shrinks or expands, and note that all points within expand or contract with cosmic expansion together, so observers could not see or experience any such changes. All that these famous experiments proved is what a simple geometric diagram proves, that inside the universe, any local observer cannot see the changes in dimension or clock speed seen from an outer dimension that must exist if expansion is real. Repeat, you must have a fixed outer dimension from the physical universe in which to measure cosmic expansion. Watch the video and you can see this. This is the secret behind the Einstein swindle, as Lewis Essen called it. But there is one more piece to the puzzle, provided by the Michelson-Morley experiment, that established Einstein as the greatest scientist of all time, when instead it proves only that cosmic expansion is the cause of gravity. We're going to show you that. Note that during expansion, all points are receding away from each other and do in fact produce a Doppler shift, which could not be perceived on the physical level. So, why do we see a redshift? The key to the mystery is that light, having no mass, is transmitted only in the ether dimension or outer dimension, where real objects are freely expanding without gravity and receding from each other. Yes, it has to be. So the Doppler shifts resulting are reflected back into the physical dimension, where they are erroneously attributed to gravitational redshift. There is no such thing as gravitational redshift. This must be true because otherwise no redshift would be visible. This is still simple geometry and not speculation. The restraints of clock speed and distance on the physical level are real and create a back pressure against the expansion, manifesting itself as gravity. Within the physical dimension, these restraints cause all objects of mass to push against each other, and thus convert the expansion in the ethereal dimension into the equivalent force of gravity. Note that the rate of expansion of the Earth in the outer dimension matches the acceleration of gravity between any two gravitational potentials on the physical level. So objects that fall on Earth, they're falling at the same rate that there would be a Doppler recession on the ethereal or cosmic level, or fourth dimension, whatever you call it. Note that the rate of expansion of the Earth in the outer dimension matches the gravity between any two gravitational potentials on the physical level, be it on Earth or be it from Earth to a distant quasar or remote galaxy. So the postulate of cosmic expansion is that expansion is a property of matter that manifests as a Doppler shift in the outer dimension, corresponding with a force of gravity in the lower physical dimension. This may be a little more complicated. This may be a little more complicated than simple geometry, but is logically and mathematically sound. If it doesn't happen this way because of magic or relativity, but because this is how it works. The Big Bang is now as much as it ever was, and we will see that the universe expands at an incremental acceleration rate of exactly the velocity of light. Unfortunately, the physicists have created the popular notion of cosmic expansion as physical recession of bodies moving away from each other. But we clearly see from this simple animation how that cannot happen with cosmic expansion. Cosmic expansion does not change relative distances in the universe. The observed redshifts are Doppler shifts due to different rates of expansion converted into the force of gravity on the physical plane. Stop and think. Can you see the picture clearly now? Just as a remote observer sees time and distance stretched with distance from a celestial object, well, like the Earth, an outside observer in the ether dimension records a real Doppler shift produced by real objects, real celestial bodies, receding away from each other at an accelerating rate proportional to their masses. Repeat, redshift is an accurate measure of the relative rate of expansion between bodies of unequal gravitational potential or unequal expansion. And this matches the acceleration of gravity on the physical plane. Think about it. The proof is right there under your nose. This is not the rate of expansion of the universe that we see with these redshifts. It's only the relative difference in rates of expansion between any 2 points that you happen to be observing from one point to the next. The redshift is the rate of expansion. It's a Doppler shift that is seen in the ethereal realm. The total rate of expansion can only be the result, the total rate of expansion can only be the result of the total mass of the universe. You follow? No expansion equals no mass. No mass, no expansion. So the baseline velocity of light is fixed at the rate of cosmic expansion resulting from the combined mass of the universe. So this is a big expansion of the whole universe, whereas the redshifts we see are just little differences in rates of expansion between points within the universe. So the baseline velocity of light, the baseline velocity of light is fixed as the rate of cosmic expansion resulting from the combined mass of the universe. The Michelson-Morley experiment proved that the speed of light is constant in all directions. Why? Not because of relativity, but because every point in the universe is the center of expansion and total recessional velocity is due to the universe's total mass. All points are receding from all other points. I'll let the first person who understands this do the work and collect his Nobel Prize on the way out. What am I saying? I'm saying that from knowing the rate of expansion of the universe, it's an easy task to calculate the total mass of the universe. Have you ever heard that before? Not only do we know from common sense that the universe is finite, but we can calculate its total mass. Easily done. I'm not going to bother. I'll let you do it. The first person who can understand this and do the calculation, collect your Nobel Prize. So let's ponder what happens if the universe is not expanding at an accelerated rate. There could be no force of gravity, and there could be no transmission of light. The flow of time depends on the rate of cosmic expansion, so the transmission of light is not possible without expansion. Note that the universe could be replaced with the Earth, any black hole in this illustration, and the same thing happens. Cosmic expansion, as discovered and explained by yours truly, Foos Research in 2020, is the correct model of the universe, not the standard model based on the religion of relativity, but based on the exercise sound logic and textbook geometry. So there you go. We'll talk later, and I hope this time I've managed to reach inside there and lead you to see the truth. Thank you. Have a good day.